Norm Murray. Thanks for tuning in to News Talk Sauga960. Great to have you along today. And I've been really looking forward to speaking to the members of Mississauga Invasion. In case you haven't heard of the name Mississauga Invasion, you're going to, I think, going forward. They've got an amazing song that's come out that's very, very unique, something in the local area. It's a truly Canadian song, and they're going to tell us about how it's literally bursting with love, even though the name of the song, No Love in Mississauga, might imply otherwise. But joining us on the phone line is Drago, who is one of the members of the band, and Amitha also. And I know you guys are just two members of the band, Mississauga Invasion, but thank you both for being here. It's a pleasure. Hello to you, Drago, first.
Hello, Norm.
Great to hear from Amitha. You're there also?
Yes. Hi, Norm. Thank you for having us.
Oh, no, it is absolutely my pleasure. And I love the song, by the way. I love the video that you put together for this. It is a locally flavored, beautiful work of art in the video. I think whoever was in charge of the videoing and such, and directing, Drago, I know that that's you. You did a wonderful job with this. So tell us about this song, because I don't want to take your thunder away from you. Which one of you wants to begin on this one? Where did the vision for No Love in Mississauga come from?
Drago.
Yeah, okay, good. I can tell something about that, definitely. So basically, my background is Serbian, right? And we have a lot of gypsy sad songs that are terribly sad, and then just accidentally I live in Mississauga. So it's nothing about Mississauga per se. It's about, I was trying to make a sad gypsy song, and then amazingly Mississauga is such a melodic word, like Mississauga. So yeah. I made it, like it just came completely naturally, right? And yes. I mean, it's a song about Mississauga, about love. It's a lot of love in the song. You would see, like, we are a group of people that basically just we are giving love to everybody all around us. You need to see the video. But the No Love lyrics is just because the song is a sad gypsy song genre.
The name of the song, No Love in Mississauga. You can go to MississaugaInvasion.com. Amitha, how did you get involved with this, and who else is involved? If you could sort of break it down for us all, because there's quite a number of people here.
Yes. Well, first of all, this was a culture that was brought together, I would say, by our godfather, maybe, Matt Zaddy. He's a singer-songwriter, folk rock, rhythm and blues, music educator, music promoter, and much more. He holds a lot of open mics in Mississauga, and we were all fortunate to come together at the Paul's Irish Pub open mic. Mm-hmm. And when I first saw Drago there, this was one of his originals that he was performing there, and we were all just so drawn to it because of the style he had, his unique style, and the number one thing that he plays, the kazoo. I mean, it's amazing what he does, not just with the kazoo, multiple instrumentalist Drago himself. So where we all came together was Matt Zaddy's open mic night. Mm-hmm. And over time, all the members in the Mississauga Invasion got to know each other's style of music. But again, this brainchild, the founder of this song, Drago, had this vision, and I'm so happy that I could be part of this vision as well. As far as all the people involved in this project, I'm going to name a few, and then I'll let Drago take over and name the others. Sure. I myself, my stage name is Abiti. I'm a East Indian meets West fusion artist. And that's my background. I'm a physician by day and an artist by night. So I have a little bit of that side of my music that I brought into this. We have Michael Bones, a professionally trained violinist and composer who has added to this wonderful project. We have Carla Gonzalez. She's a Canadian-Venezuelan art designer, singer, songwriter, art instructor, and much more. We have Greg Noguera, a Latin fusion percussionist specializing in hand percussion. We have Jennifer Cortez, aka the Prof, her stage name. She's a musician, singer, songwriter of tropic eclectic music, Latin and Caribbean rhythms, reggaeton, reggae, kind of a feel-good vibe, bachata, Latin music, and much more. And then I'm going to let Drago name the rest of the members. But yeah, that's like a fusion of the world happening in the song.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. You know, there are so many people with so many different backgrounds, professionally, musically. This is what brings awesomeness in that song. So I would mention Matthew. He is a very talented screenwriter and animator, and so eclectic in his music that basically he was playing bass. I said you can pick to play anything you like, right? So the bass was something that he played. Then we have Andres, who was also producing this song. He is, I see him somewhere between Carlos Santana and Paco de Lucia. He is so talented guitar player, right? And also a music producer. So you would see he was playing the intro on guitar. Then we have Ivan Pang. He is OG Cree singer-songwriter from Northern Ontario. He's playing top guitar, like he's acoustic guitar player, but he reminds me on Van Halen, basically in his style of playing the guitar. Then we have Rosie Cochrane. She recently released her solo album, her debut album called Spectral Eyes is the name of her project, and she's also very eclectic. I know her from different open mics in Toronto. Then I could mention
Tyler Whiteside.
Tyler Whiteside, yes, he is so talented, local drummer here from Toronto, and we used to have a couple of gigs together with his band called The Mess Around, and he's so good, so efficient, very minimalistic playing, which I admire. And did I forget anybody? Let me see. Matthew, Tyler, Ivan, Rosie, Andres, Carla, Greg, Jennifer, Zadie, and Bones. Lovely. We
12.
mentioned everybody. Thank you, folks.
12 people in there is what I was counting anyways. Now, I understand that this project started before the pandemic, before the lockdown originally. Is that right?
So I wrote the song before the pandemic,
all
right?
Yep.
So the song does not have anything to do with pandemic, but then the idea to all of us to get together came from this terrible boredom, like an inability to get together physically on these lovely open mics we were having. So then I called, I was pretty shy in the beginning, I called Amita and Jennifer, and I asked them, okay, would you like to help me with this song? When they said very enthusiastically yes, then I said, okay, why not including some other people? And then it was snowballing, it was 12 people working on this, and it definitely made my summer, right? It was such a great thing working on this. You see the result now. So basically, I am so very happy to hear that people are reacting to this song. But for me, it was just, the way to survive this awful COVID lockdown that we are all living right now.
Well, it's interesting.
Yeah, now
Go ahead, Amitha. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying on behalf of everybody else, I mean, we as musicians feel the same, grateful that Drago had us in this amazing project.
Yes. It's amazing, I think, that during the quarantine or during the lockdown, it allowed you and all the musicians to Zoom jam and collaborate remotely. How difficult a task is that to put together? Because when I watch the video, it looks like it would be tricky, very difficult, actually, but you've really pulled it off smoothly.
Yes.
Hats off to Drago. Hats off to Drago.
So, like basically when you enjoy doing something, it's not difficult, but yes, I really put endless hours in editing and in creating this video. We create, like everybody would create his own footage, and then eventually I would help with a couple of footages, and like it was also my opportunity because everything was outdoors to really meet physically with some of these people on like a safe distance. And then I must say how Andres was doing the great job in editing and basically in mixing this entire song. Like one thing is the video, but another thing, video would be useless if the underlying song were not done so perfectly, if you ask me. It was just in the best way it could be, right?
Well, I think, Go ahead.
I just wanted to add to that. So I also found it helpful when Drago was instructing. I'm talking about from a vocal recording aspect. How Drago had his vision and he knew where the pieces would fit. So instructions in the sense where in parts of the song everybody could add their style. For example, for me, it was the East Indian style. And also he gave me the freedom, and I'm sure the rest of the vocalists, the freedom to add our own like harmonies and parts we wanted to. So in the end, when it all came together, it was so beautiful because I felt like Drago had a vision and he was able to at least instruct to us vocalists what his vision was, and then we kind of put in our own flavors. So that's what I wanted to add.
It really is diverse as Mississauga is, and the name of the song is No Love in Mississauga. You go to Mississaugainvasion.com, plus you'll see it on YouTube also, but the song is simply bursting with love, actually, in all different genres represented here: pop, Latino, country, rock, gypsy, world music, and it's one of the rare songs featuring, as you pointed out a moment ago, the kazoo as a main solo instrument, which I love that.
It's an amazing instrument. Thanks to Drago, I'm in love with it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Maybe it's an interesting story is how I started playing kazoo,
Yeah.
Basically, I went to a music store to buy a harmonica, and then I did, but they didn't have a change to return. So they just offered me a kazoo because it was just like $1 or something, right? And then I got it. I started playing at home, and ever since I cannot stop playing the kazoo. This is the story.
I love it. So it was an upsell.
Yeah. Exactly.
So 12 musicians of different backgrounds, multiple generation Canadians, First Nation, Southeast Asian, Latin American, European, all sorts of different professions represented here, including a family physician, a college professor, a software developer, a screenplay writer, and professional musicians as well, all coming together for the song No Love in Mississauga. Go to Mississaugainvasion.com. And can we expect to hear more from you guys?
Well, I hope so. I have some ideas in my head. I sincerely hope that some of my friends from the Mississauga Invasion project will get on board for the next venture.
Sure, I'm in.
So we'll see. Definitely we are going to do something.
Now, Amitha, it seems like in the video there were scenes from all around the area. Did you collectively as a group decide some of the different regions you were going to be doing this in?
So Drago had the idea that it be done indoor, outdoor, a mix of different things.
Yeah.
So in the end, Drago gave the freedom to everybody to choose their spots, and then, as Drago mentioned, some of the shots had to be redone. That would include mine, and in that case, then we picked certain locale, keeping the precautions with the COVID-19 restrictions in mind.
Yes.
Whatever outdoor locales would help us incorporate locations that are famous in Mississauga. So in the end, it came down to that. Once the restrictions eased and we could do some shoot outdoors with precautions, then Drago and the team incorporated locations that are famous in Mississauga.
Sounds like you had so much fun, too. It must have really been a project of love.
Absolutely.
I know the song is about love, but you guys, it seems like there's a lot of love amongst you when you put this together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like a big family. I speak for myself, like we have come together as one big family that we now call Mississauga Invasion. Again, the phrase coined by our very own Drago. And it's almost like I was mentioning Matt Zaddy, our godfather, as, a famous saying goes in Godfather, like as Michael Corleone from Godfather says it. But if Matt Zaddy, our godfather, had to say it, it would be never hate your fellow musicians. It affects your judgment. So it's like, we learn to respect each other's music style, and that's what Mississauga is all about. And that's, as you mentioned, Norm, that's what is represented in this music. Really stands for what Canada stands for, or what Canadian music culture stands for, the diversity, respecting each other's unique style. But when it all comes together, it's so beautiful, the fusion, the world fusion that you find, exactly what you find in No Love in Mississauga.
Really well put, really put together nicely. I love the way you summed all that up. The name of the song is No Love in Mississauga. Go to Mississaugainvasion.com. I love that some love came out of the pandemic, at least a sprinkling of it here, where you can shed some optimism, love, upbeat music that everybody can enjoy in all different music genres. And as you pointed out, with all the different backgrounds represented too. And Drago, you live here in Mississauga. You're Serbian, is that right?
Yes.
Wonderful. And of course, I hope that something comes along in the future, too. You say you have plans. Are you writing? Do you collectively write? Or are you going to be doing this on your own and then bringing everybody in later? What do you think?
So, as I said, like in this project, the most interesting part was that everybody was bringing his own style into the song, right? So basically, I made the tune and the chords, but then every person who was participating had this liberty to express himself, and then I was waiting for these pieces when they were sending this to me online as presents, like every piece I got was like a box with present inside. I was opening these boxes and I was very happy to hear what everybody brought here. It was wonderful.
Well, I love listening to the two of you. We'll say goodbye for now, but we look forward to more. Amitha and Drago, thank you so much. It is No Love in Mississauga. Look it up on YouTube, and of course go to Mississaugainvasion.com for information about all the participants in the project. It's really, I think, very exciting and really needed right now in this time. Thank you to both of you for joining us, and I hope we can speak again.
Thank you,
Thanks
Norm.
so much, Norm.
All the best.
And thank you, Sauga960am. Thank you.
It is our pleasure. Mississaugainvasion.com. I'm Norm Murray. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.